News Bulletin. Update on Hurricane Erin. East Coast states brace for the fury of Hurricane Erin. Good evening, and welcome to our special news report. Tonight, we bring you the latest and most comprehensive information about Hurricane Erin, one of the tropical cyclones currently drawing global attention in the Atlantic Ocean. As of this evening, Erin is churning just offshore of the southeastern United States, growing into a massive storm with destructive winds and an expansive circulation spanning hundreds of miles. Although the eye of the storm is not forecast to make a direct U.S. landfall, Erin's size and wide-reaching bands will deliver severe impacts to many coastal states, from North Carolina and Virginia to Delaware and as far north as New England. This is the first major hurricane of the 2025 Atlantic season to threaten the U.S. East Coast, forcing multiple states to close beaches and impose maritime restrictions. Erin nears the U.S. coast. Impacts expected through the weekend. According to ABC News, as of the evening of August 20th, local time, Erin was classified as a Category 2 hurricane with maximum sustained winds between 154 to 177 km per hour, 95–110 miles per hour. Capable of causing widespread damage. The National Hurricane Center, NHC, issued warnings for the Outer Banks of North Carolina, the state's easternmost barrier islands, citing a life-threatening storm surge and flooding risk. Local officials have already shut down a major highway in the region. Over the past 24 hours, Erin's central pressure has fallen significantly, signaling intensification. The storm is currently at the upper threshold of Category 2. With sustained winds near 110 miles per hour, 180 kilometers per hour. Forecasters expect Erin to strengthen into a Category 3 major hurricane tonight or early tomorrow morning. Satellite imagery reveals a well-organized, symmetrical system with dense spiral rainbands circling the core. The eye, previously obscured, has reappeared, indicating renewed strengthening. Aloft, outflow is strong and well ventilated, providing an optimal environment for continued development. At present, the storm's center lies about 150 miles east of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, close enough to trigger serious coastal impacts. Since last evening, several communities have reported storm surge flooding, large waves, and dangerous tides. At Cape Hatteras, aging or abandoned seaside homes face imminent destruction from encroaching surf. Coastal roads are already experiencing localized flooding. The NHC's 5 p.m. advisory placed multiple regions under tropical storm warnings, including the Outer Banks of North Carolina, the Tidewater region of Virginia, and coastal Maryland. Major cities such as Virginia Beach and Norfolk are now under alert, with residents urged to prepare for strong winds, high surf, and dangerous water rises. Even Bermuda has been placed under watch due to Erin's vast circulation. Forecast track and impacts. Forecast models show strong consensus. Tonight, Erin approaches closest to North Carolina, especially Cape Hatteras, before accelerating northeastward. Tomorrow, August 21st, the storm will skim past Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware, generating large waves, storm surge, and gusty winds. Coastal rivers and bays face significant flooding threats. Tomorrow evening, Erin approaches New England, with Cape Cod, Nantucket, and Long Island likely experiencing gusts of 30 to 50 miles per hour and rough seas. Weekend, the system will pass offshore of Canada, lightly affecting Nova Scotia and Newfoundland before weakening and losing tropical characteristics in the North Atlantic. Even without landfall, Erin poses multiple threats. Winds. Outer Banks gusts of 60 to 75 miles per hour could uproot trees, damage roofs, and cause localized outages. Inland cities such as Raleigh, NC, and Richmond, VA, may still see 30 to 40 miles per hour winds, enough to disrupt transport and daily life. Waves and storm surge. Offshore wave heights of 50 to 100 feet have been recorded. Near shore, especially at Cape Lookout and Duck, waves may reach 15 to 20 feet. Combined with morning high tides, sea levels could rise an additional 3 to 4 feet, causing widespread flooding, erosion, and severe threats to coastal infrastructure. Rip currents. The entire East Coast, from Florida to New England, is under extreme rip current risk. In the past week alone, hundreds of rescues were reported as swimmers were swept out to sea. Authorities have issued urgent warnings. Absolutely no swimming during this period. Coastal erosion. Continuous battering by waves has already narrowed North Carolina's shoreline. Some coastal roads may be cut off completely as erosion and overwash intensify. Power outages. While widespread blackouts are not expected, localized outages near the coast are almost inevitable. Power companies and emergency crews are on standby to respond as soon as conditions allow. East Coast mobilizes emergency response. North Carolina has declared a state of emergency, preparing for dangerous surf and rip currents. Governor Josh Stein warned, for coastal residents, now is the time to prepare. Over 2,200 residents of Ocracoke Island in the Outer Banks were evacuated by ferry. Evacuations were also ordered for nearby Hatteras Island, CNN. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy urged all fishermen to stay ashore this week and warned residents to brace for serious flooding over the weekend. New York City closed beaches on August 20–21. In Massachusetts, Horseneck Beach issued a double red flag warning on August 20th, indicating extremely dangerous conditions and full closure to the public. Other tropical systems in the Atlantic. At least 2 other tropical disturbances are being monitored. Off West Africa, a system with a 60% chance of developing into a tropical depression within 7 days. Though it is expected to remain offshore. Invest 99L, near the Atlantic Basin, currently a 40% chance of development within 48 hours. However, strong wind shear from Erin may limit intensification. Some GFS models suggest if it organizes, it could track toward Bermuda next week. At present, neither system poses a direct threat to the U.S. mainland. Unseasonal cold air outbreak in the U.S. Inland, an unusual weather event is set to impact much of the continental U.S. late this August. Forecasts from the Climate Prediction Center, 6 to 10 day outlook, indicate temperatures across the Midwest, Ohio Valley, and Northeast could run 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, 20 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, below average. Daytime highs may only reach the 60s degree F, while nighttime lows could fall into the 40s degree F, and even near freezing in some Midwestern states. This type of weather pattern typically occurs in October, making its arrival nearly 2 months early. The cold spell will also bring lower humidity, dew points in the 40s to 50s, producing crisp, dry air. While this may feel refreshing after summer heat, it also raises challenges for agriculture, energy demand, and public health. Residents are advised to prepare warmer clothing and adapt plans early. Conclusion: Hurricane Erin is a massive, intensifying system. Despite remaining offshore, its enormous circulation will bring damaging winds, dangerous surf, storm surge, rip currents, coastal erosion, and localized outages across the eastern seaboard. Residents must heed evacuation orders, avoid beaches, and prepare for disruptions, with other tropical systems forming and an unusual late August cold front approaching. The U.S. faces a complex and volatile weather picture. We will continue to monitor Erin and all related developments closely, providing updates in our upcoming bulletins. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.